Okay, cool. Hey guys, welcome back to our continuing coverage of C2E2 here in Chicago, Illinois. We're here at booth M13 with the legendary artist, Mr. Tyler Crook, the guy who brought you the deep, dark Harrow County book, man. One of our absolute favorite books. Thanks for coming. How's your con going so far?
So far, so good. I just got here like 20 minutes ago. I'm very exhausted. No.
Thanks so much for coming to Chicago. We love Harrow County. We've talked about this book up one side and down the other. We did a whole special just about Harrow County one time. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'm curious, your art is, in a comic book sense, not super conventional for what you might see in a typical comic book. Like, how'd you break into the comic book industry as a painter almost?
Well, my very first book was it was black and white with a red tone. So like I did a lot of just sort of more conventional inking stuff for like 5 years before I started doing painting stuff. And the reason I started doing the painting was because I was offered a book. I did a book called Bad Blood for Dark Horse, and they asked me to color it also. And I was like, I can't sit in front of a computer and color this thing. Can I use watercolor? And they're like, we don't care. So that's how I got my, I really cut my teeth on Bad Blood, and then Harrow County, I was able to sort of take everything I'd learned from that and really apply it to.
That's the secret. That's what makes your art so incredible. That's awesome. How'd you link up with Cullen Bunn for Harrow County? How did that whole thing kind of evolve?
Well, my very first book was a book called Petrograd that I did through Oni Press, and I was just signing books at the Oni booth, and Cullen was signing Six Gun books, and we met there, and actually, this might have been before Sixth Gun, or right around when Sixth Gun was just starting, because then I did a couple fill-in issues for Sixth Gun, and that was where we first started working together. And I love working with him. He's an amazing writer, and I think the two of us gel in a really nice way.
Yeah, we talked to him last year here, right over there actually, and he was just the nicest guy in the world. So sadly, Harrow County's going away. Can you tell us just kind of about the journey of making Harrow County? Did you guys tell a complete story? Are you really happy with the way it's wrapping up, and maybe what can we expect in the final issues?
I don't know if I can tell you what to expect, except that it'll be kind of messed up. Yeah. It's been really interesting. This is my second creator-owned book, and it's been a really sort of long, intense process, because I've been drawing it for 3.5 years now, and doing all the penciling, inking, coloring, lettering, and it's been a really intense process, and it's been amazing that we've been able to do. When we set it out, we were like, they offered us a 4-issue miniseries, and they said, but we could, if it sells well, plan for it to keep going. So we're like, okay, we'll do that. And then, so as soon as they were like, okay, let's make it an ongoing, we're like, okay, let's do 32 issues. And I can't even believe that we were able to do that. Because most books don't last this long.
We all want to thank you for letting Harrow County exist in the world, because it's a fantastic book. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us, man. It's really nice to meet you. Have a wonderful con, and everybody keep on joining back with us for more C2E2 coverage all weekend long. Thanks, man.
My pleasure.